Katty Konnie and Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Yo!
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Sunday. Blessed Sunday. Nothing bad happens on a Sunday.
What happened and how was Valentine's Day for everybody?
Good.
It was good.
Okay.
I had a ribeye steak and a baked potato and a salad and some rolls, and I cooked it and it was great. And quit laughing. Hey, KMM. And I cooked it because you know what? I told my husband, I said, I can get a better steak and I can have a better salad and I can get it cooked the way I like it for a lot cheaper than you can take us out. And I can bring my mom over too. And I can feed the whole family for what it would be for the two of us. And he said, between you and I, he's a little bit Jewish. I'm just kidding.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
I'm just kidding. But you know what? I mean, seriously, I usually don't think that way, but I did because I thought, you know what? So we got these there's a meat market up on Holly. It's on Holly and about a half a block past Castores. It's called the Meat House. Okay. And I did. They got the best meat. Why are you shaking your head?
We'll talk about it later.
No, don't tell me anything bad because I've gotten some good meat there.
We'll talk about it later. Okay?
Oh, God, don't tell me that.
Have I been wrong before?
Huh?
Have I ever been wrong?
No, well, but don't tell. I mean, I got the best prime rib there, and I got a really good. Those steaks are good. Okay.
Then I won't say another word. Mm-hmm. I'll leave it like that.
That's what I had. I had prime rib.
You had prime rib? Yum.
Yeah, we went out to dinner.
Yum. What did you have, ChaCha?
I got an IOU.
And a cream puff.
I bought my own cream puff and I ate it like an animal in the car, okay? And then I got an IOU.
Hey, Apple. Hey, Norm.
Hi, Norm. Hi, Apple. Hi, KMM.
Wow.
Are you feeling poorly, Linda? We need a smile, girlfriend. A little one. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
I got an IOU for Valentine's. At least you got prime rib.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then I have to eat popcorn because I'm starving, okay?
Okay, so here's the thing. I want to ask somebody, okay, I'm going to make this really light and really funny because I want you to know that I have been following all day long this Nancy Guthrie thing, okay? But I'm having more fun reading the comments of the stupid people that are in the chat. All right. I mean, there are some really stupid people in the chat. They were saying like stuff like, go tell the police. Tell the police what? What are you going to tell them? You don't know anything. And then oh my God. And then they found this glove. Okay. And they had him on a wild goose chase going down to the river to where this one little rubber glove was at. And they said, that's the other glove. You're sitting at your home behind your computer on your keyboard, telling this guy where to drive all over everywhere, telling him, that's the glove. You know that? You know
it's the keyboard warriors.
It was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And this poor guy is running all over Tucson. Anyway, and then he decided he was going to go to Walmart and buy the backpack that this guy had so he could investigate the backpack. It could give him an idea how tall the guy was if he put it on his back, right?
Who were you watching?
I was watching JLR.
Who?
Really?
Yeah, he was going all into it. And I mean, you can see where he's coming from, but then his chat, he had 35,000 people in his chat telling him where to go and what to do. And he was like, no, I'm not going to the school. No. I'm not. And I was just sitting back going, people,
Right.
people, stop already. You're running this
With all the
guy's legs off.
with all the stuff that's happening in the world in the United States, they're sending people to look for gloves, rubber gloves.
My rubber gloves and go buy backpacks. And so after I watched it, you guys, for 8 hours, I want you to know I've watched it for 8 hours. So my brain is now totally melted down to nothing but a piece of, yep. And so I sat there thinking, this is what first came into my mind.
Uh-oh.
We've got 533,000. Not 533, but 533,000 children that are missing. And we're looking for this one person. Is that what money does? That the other ones, it doesn't matter? When they don't know.
Shiny object, shiny object. What catches people's attention? Not the children that are missing. Okay, the mother of a news anchor on a major network.
Do you know what I find so funny? Every time there's an Olympics, Savannah and the crew go to those Olympics. How come she didn't go this year?
Because her mother was kidnapped.
No.
Okay, you want to hear another one? How about this one? This neighbor took JLR off and asked him to please mute so that they couldn't hear her voice and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he came back on and he said, well, I've got some news to tell that nobody's telling. He said, but the lady didn't want her name given out. Of course, I wouldn't either. And her voice. And he said, but if you look at Nancy's house and you look at the front door, there's a card stuck in the door. From whom? From Adult Protection Services. It was there 2 days before she was abducted, or 2 days after she was abducted, or whatever.
Hello, Thomas.
And I'm like,
Annie's husband.
Protective Services went 2 days after the lady's abducted.
I know it's a little late, $1 short, but I'm like, okay, so what is that all about now?
I'm telling you, it has to do with Anna's husband. And I think it was Savannah's husband and him.
Well, I hope it doesn't turn into another Jean Bonnet Ramsey case, because if it does, they're going to be looking forever. They never have solved that one.
They're not going to solve it. You know why they're not going to solve it? Is because I told you, the Clintons are involved.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Mark my words. And
well, because Savannah Guthrie's husband worked for the Clintons and turned tail on them.
Yep.
Nobody knew Foster until after he shot himself in the head and hung himself. And then, he was a suicide thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. They said he killed himself with the wrong hand, but Right.
hung himself with the one and shot himself with the other.
With the wrong hand. Okay.
Right.
You know, anything that ever is related to that family seems to go awry. How many bodies does that person have? This is for entertainment purposes only, but how many bodies does that person have laying
Right.
down
Right.
underneath them?
Right.
Just saying.
Right. It's I somehow or another they're involved, and the brother-in-law and Savannah's husband has something to do with it also. I
Wow.
just have such a gut
Isn't that
feeling.
a horrible thing for a little old lady?
It
Okay.
is. It's horrific.
That didn't need with leave her alone. With the pacemaker, leave her alone.
Yeah, let her do her time. Every day's a blessing for her at that point. Just let her have her blessings and let her carry on. But could they do that? Okay, here's my thing, guys. Think about this. Somebody needed some money and somebody needed some money quick.
Isn't there an easier way? Get a loan shark or something to give you some money.
Well, that might be the reason that they needed the money. It might be the loan shark that's after them.
Well, get another one to pay the other one off.
Well, you would think.
Okay.
What I understand, Tomas had a gambling problem.
Okay.
But what I found to be really interesting about all of it, not that we can't. This is, you guys, this is for entertainment purposes only because we don't know who did it and we can't accuse anyone. But I'll say this, it's kind of fishy when you want to become the power of attorney over your wife and your wife is healthy.
That is very fishy.
And your wife is the power of attorney over her mother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Annie is the power of attorney over her mother. And Tomas wanted power of attorney over Annie. Now, why would you want that? It's weird. The whole thing is weird. And now they're saying that she's still alive. They have proof that she's still alive. This crime network
And
said
they have proof. Where's the proof?
well, they're not showing it. It is.
Then you can't believe anything that they say.
You know what, KMM, it is really sad when families implode like that. And you know, money can do bad things to people.
But here's the other thing too, is that they said, TMZ said that the money that they were asking for, the Bitcoin, has been put into the account. So why hasn't the woman been brought back?
She's dead.
You know what, guys? I've got this really weird, eerie feeling, and I'm going to say it. And if it comes out true, this is for entertainment purposes only because I don't even know this family, and I don't barely know who Savannah Guthrie is.
Right.
But when you're out looking 2 and 3 miles away, when I really believe it's right underneath your nose, I think that she's right there by the house. I don't think they took her anywhere. I think she's right there at the house in a shallow, and no one thinks to look. They think that they've taken her away, so they're not really searching her home area.
Right.
I still think they know where she is. I still think they know what's going on. I still think they know everything. I really do.
Well,
and you know what? I think this is one of ChaCha's shiny thing. Follow the shiny thing.
Yep. Yeah, because you know what? Let me tell you another thing. Now we have another aircraft carrier on its way to Iran. How many do we have over there now? 8? 8?
No, I thought we only had 2.
No. We've got like 8 over there now. It's surrounding. We've got the Bush over there. We've got the Lincoln over there. We've got the Ford over there. We got whatever that was today that just left, whatever that president's name was. We got about 8 of them over there. We got something called the Aranda, the biggest one that we have in our whole fleet that's over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, and no one's talking about that.
No, but
No.
All crickets over there.
Are the lights back on in Cuba? Anybody?
No.
They're still out, right?
Yep. Yep, the
Yes,
lights
they're
are off
out.
in Cuba. The people don't have any food. I mean, come on,
No,
guys. There's a
no,
lot going down in this world that we don't know, that you're hearing snips and pieces about it from back channels.
Right.
Because nobody's talking.
okay. And this guy's looking for rubber gloves, right?
Right.
You know,
At the
they
Right.
river, at the river where the homeless people hang out. And, and you know what? Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I have kind of a warped sense of humor. But when he said, "Okay, we're going under here," oh look, the sign says, and it was a big bat, and it was called the Bat Bridge or the Bat something, and it came to my head, the Bat Cave. Oh, now we're gonna say it's Batman.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I mean, my, but
Right.
I guess it's where all the bats hang out in Arizona.
this
Yeah.
is going on for 3 weeks now. Okay. To
14
what
days, 15 days,
to what
15
end?
days, 15 days.
15 days to what end?
Nothing. Nobody knows anything. There's not anything there. And they're all just hanging out in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. I
And
don't
you
know
know
if they
what?
think she's going to come running out the front door or.
And the only other thing is if Savannah's husband's not involved in it,
Mhm.
I think Anna's husband is quote unquote blackmailing them to get money because Savannah's worth a ton of money.
She's
And
worth
if he
$100 million.
and if he worked for the Clintons, he's worth a ton of money. And if he's got a gambling problem, bada boom, bada bing, you know? And
That's what
yes,
he said they were supposed to be looking for in the very beginning. Start looking for the person that needed the money. Start looking
yeah,
for if they had any debt or if something was outstanding. Or well, that
right,
was crickets too. That
right.
was a back channel thing that came out that he was in debt.
Hmm.
Um, and he's a teacher at a junior high school.
How did he go from working for the Clintons to being a teacher?
No, not Savannah's husband.
Oh, Annie's.
Yeah, is a teacher.
Mm.
Now, is that kind of scary or what? If he's anywhere involved in that, I wouldn't want him anywhere around my kids.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, KMM, it is very sad when families implode. Mine imploded in October. So it's hard to deal with.
It's bad. It's
Hmm.
bad. Yeah, my family that I'm still real close with mine. But all of it's creepy. All of it's creepy. None of it makes sense. And all of these news reporters are camped outside Nancy Guthrie's home. And I'm thinking, is there something bigger we need to follow here?
Oh, yeah,
We should be reporting on.
I'm sure, definitely.
And they feel like the sheriff is not doing his job. The big honcho sheriff that said, "Oh, this was his thing." ChaCha, wait till you hear what his thing was, because everybody's got this speculation of all these different things. It was a burglary gone wrong, and this is what happened. They went over there. They sacked her house out, and she wasn't there. And then they went back, and she was there, and that's what happened. It was a burglary gone wrong,
No,
but there was nothing missing.
right.
So if they were burglaring, they didn't burglar anything. They didn't take anything. Okay.
Right.
Then this is what the sheriff said. The sheriff said he believes that Nancy, probably being an older woman, got a UTI and went crazy and wandered off by herself.
No, no. No.
See, KMM, that is
Yeah.
so sad. Since my mom
Yeah.
passed, my four siblings and myself have not all been in the same room. And
Mhm.
I bet you it's because you guys all, it was all probably over a will or something silly like that. And after that causes more problems in families after a passing. I,
Or before.
yeah, or before. It's sad.
Hmm. Yep.
The
It sure
entitlement,
is.
the entitlement today. It's just overwhelming. Everybody thinks that they're entitled to something
Wow,
they
that's
never
a
worked
long
for.
time.
They haven't been in
30
the
years.
over 30 years. That is really sad.
That is
Well,
sad.
I only
I'm
had one other
sorry.
sibling, and he's passed. So there's no other sibling other than me. Um,
Well, the one sibling that's passed, my brother that's passed, none of this would be happening if he was still here. And if my dad was still here, none of this would be happening. But, you know, you got, I got, I was the youngest, and, you know, I have an older sister that's, it's beyond narcissist. I don't even think there's a word for it, honestly. And then, my brother jumped on the bandwagon, and hey, they're best friends. That's great. That's fine. I'm cool. My kids love me. My daughter-in-laws love me. My grandkids love me. They don't look at me as an ATM. And, yeah, my sister's daughter-in-laws, both of them can't stand her. The one's kicked her out of her house 3 times.
oh, they're all in Switzerland. They're in
Ah,
Switzerland. I still communicate with them all. So it wasn't a bad thing. They just live too far away. Okay, I get it now. Well, that's a good thing, kind of, because you know what? Not that you didn't get together, but it wasn't any kind of fighting and stuff that you have bad feelings. Chacha, do you even have any siblings?
I have a dead sister
Uh huh.
and a brother I haven't talked to in 38 years.
Really? Oh, no, you mean you are Switzerland.
Oh,
Oh, I get it now.
what a
Wow.
great day. Great. The family doesn't come see you over there. I love it.
She said, I mean, I'm Switzerland. I'm the level one. I'm the
Good
one that
for you. Okay, away from everything and all the drama. Yay.
I'm Swiss. I like that.
Okay.
yeah,
I'd always tried to be with Switzerland.
Yep.
yeah.
No. Sometimes family is overrated. That's all
Ain't
I
that
gotta
the
say.
truth?
That's all I gotta say. And you cut them off.
Don't you miss your brother?
No, not one bit.
Wow.
One bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't miss my sister or brother either. Not
No,
one bit.
not one
No,
bit.
if I were to find out that they died, it'd be like, huh, one less problem on this earth. And that's sad. That's sad to feel that way about your siblings.
I feel that way
That's
about my ex-husband.
Well, yeah.
You know, he croaks tomorrow. I'm going to dance on his grave in stilettos. And
Well,
he,
that's the reason he's an ex.
and he deserves it. Okay,
There you go.
he absolutely deserves it. It's okay.
Kim M said, "My mom said we're all too Irish for our own good." Well, you know what? That's kind of can understand that. Maybe
Karma is a bitch. Remember that.
I am. I always, you know what? There's a phrase that says, "Let go, let God," and that's it. That's what
Yeah. It all works out in the wash.
it
Okay.
does. And my dad said that. That was his word. He said "wash."
Mm-hmm.
My dad said "wash."
In the wash. Uh-huh.
You know what? It will. It will take care of it because God will take care of it. He will take care of it. I have all the faith in the world. I have to hand it over to him. I used to have to hand it over to him all the time because my brother was a raging alcoholic, and he was one of the best people you ever got in contact with when he was sober. He was one of the most beautiful people, and then when he got drunk, he went from one extreme to the other. And so I said that a lot. Let go, let God. Because you know what? If you can't, you can't.
Yep.
What is the serenity prayer? Take care of the things you can and let go of the ones that you can't. because
Right.
there's nothing I could do there. He lived with an enabler, big time enabler, and that fountain was never going to run dry.
Can't do nothing about it.
Nothing. There was nothing I could do
Not
about
in the wash, okay?
it. Yep, it'll all come out in the wash.
It'll all come out in the wash. And in 100 years, nobody's going to give a shit about nothing. They're
Right.
not going to remember us in 100 years. Nobody's going to give a shit about nothing because we will
Right now, my chihuahuas have a problem. They're looking at the cats in the back door. I gotta shut the door.
see when we know we're going to be screwed when cats and dogs are playing together peacefully. All right.
Well, and Missy goes to the front door and she sticks her nose underneath the door and she knows they're there. Well, you know what? You can't do anything. The door is in your way. Why are you even bothering? Every night you gotta bother with
That's what they do.
Yeah.
it. So there you go. Kind of like humans, right?
I know
Yeah,
like humans,
for
okay?
sure.
Hold me back, honey. Hold me back, okay? Hold me back. Good, that popcorn was good. Good.
Gloria Jean's trying to get. I sent those pictures of those baby chihuahuas to you, ChaCha.
Oh, you cannot do this to me, okay?
I sent those pictures to you, and I was hoping you would help them find a home.
If I could, I'd have 50 dogs living with me. Okay, I'm old. I cannot have another dog that's going to last for 14 years. Who's going to take it?
KMM, they're chugs. I was giggling about that. I said either you could call them a chug, or you could call them a Chihuahua, because they're pug and Chihuahua.
Oh my God, the cutest things. I'm like, I can't start over again. I can't. I'm going to die before, and who's going to take them? Right?
You're not going to die anytime soon.
Oh my God, at my age, and these little dogs last for 16 years.
Well, you don't think you're going to last to 6 years?
No.
Oh, it's going to happen.
No, it takes me 15 minutes just to climb out of bed to decide if my ankles and feet are going to work to sustain me. I'm sitting there. Let me see. Are they going to work? Let me give me 5 minutes, okay? No, they're not going to work. Give me another 5 minutes. I'm talking myself out of it. Can you imagine running after a puppy? Oh, for God's sakes, no.
And they're little ones. They're little bitty ones.
Oh my God.
No, Gloria Jean. No, thank you. I'm a big dog person.
And you got a husky
Yeah.
that you say is a terror.
I love dogs.
And did I tell you she got out?
Mm-mm.
She made the internet.
Wow.
Yeah. She got out with the birthday party last week. My other daughter-in-law, stopped by to pick something up for me, and they've got a Doberman. Okay, so she felt the dog between her legs, and not thinking, because her dog is so big, and she slipped right out the door on her, and she was chasing her for a half hour, and somebody found her and took pictures of her because she wouldn't go by them, and they put it on the local resident Facebook page. Yeah.
Well, somebody please come get their dog.
Yeah. So it was like, wow, she made the internet, the idiot.
Okay,
But
I've got plenty of those. How many do you want? I've got about 6. I told my husband, I said, I want one of these puppies Gloria Jean has, and he said, no, you have 2 chihuahuas and 15 cats.
Listen,
none of those cats are mine.
I'm doing good feeding myself, okay? And you saw me eating popcorn, okay?
Well, these are the cats that are outside that, come on. They didn't ask to be put into this world. and I need to catch Oreo and whatever the other one. All these Toms are all over everywhere that need to be fixed.
Right. Yeah, and of course, there's haters out there because I don't understand how people's dogs get out. You should have a secure backyard. It's like, obviously, you've never had a husky or known anybody that has had a husky because you can put 10-foot tall steel walls dug 4 feet deep in the ground, and then son of a guns will find a way to get out,
Mhm.
no matter what.
That's what they do.
They're smart.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what they do. So no, nope. Nope. No.
My for Valentine's Day, my husband got in the car and he goes, "This is what I gave. This is what you got. This is what you got for Valentine's Day." And it was a dog, and its little ears said Iris, and it was stuffed
Well,
with a pair of yellow glasses.
How
hey,
cute,
All
though.
right. Well, this one I'm not
it's
to feed.
better than my IOU.
Oh,
right?
well, and I don't have to feed it, and I don't have to.
Right.
Okay, and here I am having to eat popcorn because I'm starving. All right, so
Hello, Donna. We're just talking about what I got for Valentine's Day. I got a puppy stuffed.
a stuffed puppy. Okay, I got an IOU. Okay, Linda got prime rib.
I got a ribeye steak and a baked potato and a salad.
Okay, I got an IOU.
But I cooked it. But it's okay.
I got an IOU. Okay, y'all beat that. Somebody beat it right now.
Well, but I bet you your IOU is going to be really nice. when you
It's
get it.
better. That's all. It. All I gotta say is it better. Okay, it better. Okay, because at my age, hey, I'm cashing those suckers in. Okay.
Oh, Donna, you didn't get nothing for Valentine's Day. Ah, that's not nice at all.
See,
See,
listen, you got nothing. Okay, at least I got an IOU.
Gloria Jean got a banana.
Let's not go there. All right,
I think she was talking about the real fruit.
don't get me there. All right, because you know
I
I'm going
think she
there.
was talking about the real fruit, guys. Royal Apple got some cereal.
I got an IOU. Okay, hello. What else I gotta say? All right.
And my mom said, poor thing, when I brought her over for dinner, she said, "Well, my Valentine has passed away, and he's been passed away for a long time." I said, "What do you mean I'm your Valentine? And I'm cooking dinner. So just hush it up."
The right Royal Apple? Exactly.
Kisses and hugs from my grandson.
That's
Aw.
awesome. You know what, Cayman? That is the best.
That is the best.
That's the best.
Yep. You
You
know,
know,
nothing
come
more
on.
than that. Okay.
I got dog licked kisses. That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, now wait a minute. Now my daughter brought me over. She cracks me up. She brought me over a face mask and a hair mask and a couple face masks. Oh, and some hand cream and some chocolate covered pretzels. Because she said, "You told me you didn't want any more sugar." And I said, "Oh, what's the chocolate?" And then she gave me a little dish with a bow on top that you cook the cake mix that she got me in it.
Okay. Did you understand, Linda, what she just said about a cake mix and a bow? What? What?
She got me a it's a cake dish. And it has a lid on it and has a bow on it and it's ceramic, a baking dish.
Oh, okay.
And then she gave me the cake mix that went with it.
Make a cake, Ma.
Okay.
Now make it. You can
Oh,
make-
I made a cake.
You did?
Hmm. I made a chocolate cake with strawberry frosting.
Okay.
Yum.
Did you eat it all?
No.
Are you like me eating cream puffs in the car like an animal? Okay.
No, but that damn cream puff you were talking about, and it's like, I gotta make a cake now.
Well, it's a little cream puff. Okay. It was itty bitty. Like I said, I ate it in the car like an animal. All right.
I've been thinking about cream puffs ever since you made it.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I'm thinking, you know what? I've got to make some cream puffs.
It was good. It was cream and it had strawberries in the middle. And like I said, I ate
Oh,
it in the car like an animal behind the wheel.
oh.
Okay.
Linda, are you in love or is love in love with you?
What?
I don't know. Um,
What?
The second half.
the second half.
Okay. Is that why you're exhausted? Did you see the smirk and the smile? Enough said. You don't have to answer that question. I got it. Okay. Wink, wink. I got it. You don't have to say nothing else. Wink, wink. Okay. But we expect details later. All right.
Yeah. For entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
We're going to get shirts made and they're going to say for entertainment purposes only. And then we're going to I'm going to get some made and then we're going to do like we did with our Katty Konnie and Loudmouth Linda t-shirts. We're going to do something so people can win them.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. What is the best IOU y'all have ever gotten? Okay.
What was the best Oh, you know what I got? I got one for you guys. I got one and it's sitting right here.
Oh God.
Royal Apple, stay tuned tomorrow.
Okay.
No details.
I got this.
Okay, what is that?
It's a book.
It's a little book. And what does it say? IOU.
It says on the front, mini composition book, honeydews.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to write what I want my husband to do.
Will he do it?
And if you notice, it's empty.
Does that mean he does it?
And no, it means I don't write anything in here because it doesn't matter. And then the first page says Fraud Sunday. Because I was writing what I was going to talk about on the show. Okay, you can't laugh. You can't help but laugh about that.
Isn't it sad when you talk about fraud and people just kind of blow it off? Isn't it sad that people can steal billions of dollars and they can laugh it off?
Right.
Like it's no big deal.
No, the thing is, we're not laughing it off. We're all bitter and pissed off about it, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it.
Exactly.
So the whole thing is, it's like let go, let God, because you know what? Tim Walsh wants us to fix Minnesota because all those protesters threw rubber dildos at the cars, and he wants us to fix it. Not my problem.
You know what? I think if they don't do something soon, I honestly believe that the conservative people are going to put together a thing and go to DC. And if they want an insurrection, they're going to get an insurrection.
Well, you guys really missed the whole thing when they were throwing all the different colored dildos at the cars and they were sticking to the car.
You know, it's no longer a Republican or Democrat thing. It's an American thing.
Exactly.
It's the right thing to do. It is wrong to steal. It is wrong. And nobody has the right to do that.
It's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal.
It is wrong. Okay.
You know,
and all the elected officials down in Mr. Trump, it's up to you to fix it.
Yes.
You have the authority and you fix it.
Yeah, you fix it. We want it fixed. We want it fixed.
Tyrus, where are you? I call him all the time. Where are you? All right? Tyrus. Okay,
I'm gonna clip you saying that and send it to his email.
Cyrus, where are you? Okay, we need to be on there with you. All right.
See, I didn't think so, KMM. I didn't think anything in Minnesota had changed yet. And
No,
you know, I'm gonna tell you, it's got to change. It's got to change, and
Nothing's gonna change.
change starts with us.
Nothing's going to change. Look at New York City. The poor quote unquote bastards up there. They're having to deal with what this man's telling them, and
Yeah.
none of them like it. Okay.
You know that's the truth, Donna. They don't know that tomorrow is a holiday.
For
That
president.
in Washington are honored tomorrow, and the banks will be closed.
Do you know, I remember when we were in school, we had President's Day off.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. And I know
They
that
get
George
Martin Luther King Day off.
Washington is February 22nd because my brother was born on that day, and they asked my mom, "Are you going to name him George?" And she said, "No, I'm going to name him James." but
Okay.
they put him on the same day. Yeah. Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody. But I can guarantee you that everybody knows what day Martin Luther King's Day is. And they close the banks, and they close the schools, and they close the everything. But we can't do that for Lincoln and Washington for whatever reason. I don't understand.
Because kids are stupid,
Because they're white.
and the kids are stupid. They're not taught government. They're not taught history. They're not taught anything in schools except to protest. Okay.
All right.
They're taught to protest, and you ask them why they're protesting, and they don't know.
Right.
Right? We used to have Lincoln and Washington off, but we don't anymore. They keep them in school. That'll be the day that they'll take them out and they can protest in the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You can't make this stuff up.
You know the best. I'm going to tell you the best job to have if anyone's looking. If anyone's looking for the best job to have, the best job to have is one at a bank, because they have more holidays than anybody has. They're closed all the time. They're closed for the 4th of their Independence Day. Of course they are. But they're closed for Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday and everything. Everything.
Memorial Day, July the 4th.
I used to work at a bank.
Now they have all the days off. They have every day off.
Yeah, but they pay peanuts.
Well, but you know what? You get paid for that day off. You know? And it doesn't go against your vacation.
See, now, KMM, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
You know, right? Look, they did that here too. They did that here too.
Where are the parents? Where are the parents? How can people take minor children?
Hey,
Hi, Wolfie.
Where do you get off taking minor children that do not belong to protest? You
Thank
can
you.
put it against the law. That is child abuse. Where are the parents? Where are the?
Oh, I would have been there.
Where
Oh,
are
you
all
best
of them?
believe
Oh,
I would
you
have
know
been there.
what? There was one that the mother said, "I am coming to get my son," because he was out there with it. And the son said, "No, Mom, I'm not going with you." And she said, "Then you know what? Then the cops are going to come get you."
Okay.
I'm calling the cops.
When you're a minor, you cannot do that.
No,
You're a minor. You are the responsibility of your parent.
that's right.
Okay.
Do you know that if you're caught ditching school, who gets in trouble? Not you, your mom does.
And I would be suing the school, the president, the school district. I would be all over it.
Yeah.
All over it. And I would get the teachers. You do not have that child is a minor. You do not have authority over there. That is child abuse. I don't know where all of this is going, why they accept it and why they think it's the right thing. And that kid that talks back to his mother, I would have grabbed him by the ear. The hell you don't. And I would have kicked him in the ass. And you're going here with me. And by the ear, I would take him and throw him in the car. You have no rights until I give you rights. Okay.
I watched one mother go and pick her child up from school and said they would not be returning.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's going to homeschool them.
There you go. Okay.
I saw that one too.
You cannot do that. It is illegal. It is against the law. Where do you
It
get out
is.
protesting? You cannot protest. You want to go protest with your parents? That's a different situation.
They
And go
broke
to
all kinds of laws
If
because,
you're over 18 and you're not my problem anymore, and I don't mean that by problem, but if you're
right,
not my responsibility anymore, then you could go do whatever you want to do and whatever.
yeah.
right.
'Cause you're
Those
under.
kids are supposed to be in a safe building only to go out, the little ones, to go out and play at recess after lunch or a break or whatnot. They're not to go out there and do anything else. And shame on those teachers for doing it with them.
Okay. And nobody's paying the piper. I said I would call my attorney. The
Yep,
first thing I would say, I would sue them all. And I would be calling the police saying they took my child without my permission. That is,
absolutely.
that is neglect.
Out there and they put them in harm's way because, come on, everybody knows these protests are not safe.
It is not
Right.
safe. None of it.
So,
Nobody has a right to take your child anywhere.
right.
They
And that
do
would
not
be
have that right.
in my opinion, that would be like taking your child,
It's
they're,
kidnapping.
taking your child on an unsigned piece of
That's
paper
good.
for
Okay.
um
That's good.
a field trip.
Yeah. And the kids, they keep saying, the little kids keep saying, well, I get to protest. It's my right. No, you have no rights. Okay. As long as your parents take care of you, you have no rights unless the ones the parents give you.
Yeah,
You
they're
Right.
do
not
not
even
have rights.
18. They're
Yeah.
not even 18. They're
Yeah.
they're barely 11 and
A
12.
minor does not have rights. Period. End of
Yeah.
discussion on all of that.
You have to work
Especially
with those.
when you go to jail, if they don't go to school.
They're
Okay.
supposed to be there learning the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. And what are they learning? To protest. And most of them can't even sign their own name.
And most of them don't know why they're protesting.
For what? They don't know.
They don't know.
They
Okay.
don't know.
And all of these kids, and where the school district have told them, you cannot graduate, you cannot walk with your classmates, you've been suspended, and all of them are in shock because they cannot do. Yes, you chose to do something like that, and the parents knew about it. All right, they
Well,
send letters and blah 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 blah, and you
and,
know
and
what?
and it's going into the middle school. Okay, the high schoolers, they may get it a little bit, but now you're involving children that don't even
In elementary
participate.
school, in
Right?
Yeah, there you
elementary
go,
school,
Norm.
Norm, there
Reading,
it is.
writing, and
Reading, writing, and
rioting.
rioting.
there you
No.
go.
Yeah. We're not, and they wonder why we're in the state that we're in.
Mhm.
Duh.
Okay.
Back to the common sense thing again.
Parents are not defending their children or taking care of them, leaving them with the teachers
Right.
that have taken over the situation and teaching. This is what they're teaching their children. Shame on all of the parents that let it happen. Shame on them all.
And you know what? Good for your nephew, Donna. Good on him, because you know what? That's a good father.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. One time I was taking both my kids and they were in high school and they had all their friends in the van, and I had that big luxury van that had like four captain seats and the big seat in the back, and I had them all
The
in.
Econoline.
Yeah, and it was like a bus. And I was driving to school, and my son said, "Mom, I want you to hear this CD, right?" And I said, "Okay." So he goes, "Everybody likes it." So I put the CD in, and here came this rap stuff, and it was nasty. And I ejected it, and out the window it went. And my son said, "Oh, that was somebody made that for me." I said, "You know what? I don't give a shit. It's not playing in my car. Sorry, not in my car. Not in my car." You know what? They never let me listen to any of their CDs again. Well, I guess that'll teach you, huh?
Right. Right.
Because you know what? There's enough of that crap out there. I don't need to hear it, and neither did they. And I was hoping that they would figure that out, but I don't know if they did.
Right. And you're right, KMM.
What they were listening to. Oh no, my son is listening to Irish music now. So there you go. That's what happened there.
Hey.
My
Yeah.
oldest son listens to everything from classical on down.
But
And
he
so
doesn't
does his kids.
do stuff anymore.
So does his kids.
But you know what? I mean, the more you have out there, the more they can hear, the more you say, okay, it's okay, the more they think it's okay. And it wasn't okay. It wasn't.
Right.
And I'm not okay with the kids out there protesting. And,
No.
you know, they're there for a reason. The teachers are supposed to be teaching them the fundamentals and things, history and this kind of. They don't need to be teaching them
No.
how to walk up and down the street with signs.
They
This
don't need to be
okay.
teaching them how to break rules and
They're
laws.
breaking the law.
It's
They're
just not right.
breaking the law. By taking those children, they have broken the law. They are not their children to take.
Right. And this is why we have a bunch of people that are homeschooling their kids.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, and I don't know how you all feel about it, but we didn't learn sex ed until I was a sophomore in high school. And everybody giggled when they started talking about it. Everyone was giggling in the room because they were embarrassed.
Permission from your parents. Remember?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
parents had to get permission so that they could teach you this stuff.
Right.
Yep.
And then I was
Yeah.
a sophomore in high school. They want to teach this to kindergartners. Why do we have to teach this stuff to kindergartners? What do they need to know this stuff for? I want to know. Somebody, Tyrus, why do my kids have to know about sex education as a
Tyrus, you need to give us a call. What the hell, Tyrus? Okay, what we're waiting. Don't you see us?
No, you're gonna have 5-year-olds running off hiding in the corner.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. I mean, and it's bad enough with the teen pregnancies. Now what are you gonna start doing? 11, 12,
Oh,
13 year
and then
olds?
listen to this, guys. I got some real late breaking news for you that's going to freak you guys out. They don't talk about this on the news either. Okay, so you know the people that die in prison. Okay, so we know that they've done wrong and whatever they have done and they've done their time, and if they die in prison or
Mhm.
we unalive them in there or whatever, they are organ harvesting them before they get rid of their body. Now, do you think that's right? I don't think that's right either.
No.
Yeah, let's organ harvest and let's get paid for their organs.
Well, that's
Look,
what they do in
and they're
Planned
making
Parenthood.
more
All of
money.
the fetuses that are aborted are sold to medical testing labs. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, why? They shouldn't be doing all of that. That shouldn't
Nope.
even be. You can't. That shouldn't be. It should be illegal. You can't harvest somebody's body parts if they don't want you to. So I was an organ donor, and now I'm not. I'm not. I've taken it off my license. I am not, because for one thing, the first and foremost, I will have used every organ in my body to its full potential, and it won't be any good for
it, okay?
but if they were all really good and in good shape, I wouldn't let them have them then either.
Well, wouldn't
Because they're
that
making money on me. For God's sake, they've made money on me my whole life, and then they're going to harvest me and make more.
well,
Come
wouldn't
on.
that be some? I know there's a law against, and I don't want to say mutilation of a corpse, but that would be, how you can't mess with a corpse.
And who are they
Oh,
going to
but they don't care. They
report it?
continue
Nobody
it.
ever reports it.
Here's the thing,
Nobody
Linda.
reports
How do you know when you're being cremated?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't
they
know.
have
They
no
give you
clue.
the ashes. You don't know if the organs are still in there. No.
Right.
You
Right.
know what? By God, I paid enough taxes. They've made enough money off of me my whole life, and I'll be danged if they're going to harvest me and make more money. No, absolutely not. No, no, no. And the person I was listening to said they were. I can't even say this with a straight face because yes, my mind don't go there. But they're harvesting. Here we go. Spit it out. Come on, Connie, you can do this. They're harvesting penises
I was just going to say that.
for the ones that want to change. they'll I don't even. I'm like, well, I don't think that worked. I don't know how that all works.
Can't do that.
I know you can't do it, but they're doing it.
But you can't do
Make it
that.
work.
You have to be a match. You have to be all types of stuff. Anti-rejection. You throw something on some woman and it'll rot off. Okay?
I don't,
Like,
I don't know, but it's like, you know what? Why even bother with it? Why even bother with it?
why
You know, here we're going to experience on how we can make it work. Forget it. Forget it. What I came into this world with, unless the doctors have taken it out and I'm still alive saying it,
it's like a kidney or liver transplant. All the medications that you have to take for the rest of your life.
look like Norm said, I'm saved. No one wants mine.
What the frig? You want a penis transplant? You have to take medication like a kidney or liver or whatever, whatever transplant. What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a warped world in which we live. And I wouldn't want a murderer's heart. No, Donna. No, I would not. And I would not want, well, I don't, like I said, I'm going to use every bit of my organs to its full potential.
Did you
there's
ever hear of the a face transplant?
Now that's a different situation.
Well, look it up. It's real. They did a first
Yeah.
face transplant
Right.
a while back.
And that's a different situation for somebody whose face was ripped off by a chimpanzee. I get it. Or the girl blew her face off with a buckshot with a gun. I get all of that stuff. But who wants somebody else's penis?
Well,
Who
who wants
wants somebody else's face though?
I don't want
The
anyone else.
people had holes. They had holes. There was nothing there. They had a hole. They did it
Right.
for, you know, as
Right, there you go. That's the person right there at the bottom of the screen that wants your penis. If you look at it, there it is, Mr. E. Guys, we are living in, right? Can you have Clint Eastwood's face? I got, when he was younger. Yeah, when he was younger. Man, he was nice looking. That man was so nice looking. Mm-mm-mm. And he's got a son now that looks just like him. I was always a Clint Eastwood fan. No, I just feel like that whatever I came into this world with, I'm planning on going out of this world with it. And they better not be harvesting me because, well, they're not going to harvest me. Let's be honest. They're not going to harvest me because I'm going to use every organ to its full potential where it won't be worth a crap to anybody. Period.
Oh, they don't want old people's organs. They want the younger people.
Well, you know, they take your cornea. They take corneas and you know, and because I'm in that field, I know that you have to be age related as far as the cornea goes. So if somebody has, like, it's called keratoconus, and the cornea just keeps peaking until there's nothing left. So they have to harvest a cornea to put on these people so they can see again. But if you're 20 years old, you've got to have somebody in their early 20s to be able to harvest this cornea for. Nope. I'm taking my corneas with me. I'm sorry, I'm old. They don't need those either. I've outlived it.
Yeah.
I've given my liver a run for its money. They don't want it. My lungs, yeah, no, they don't want those for sure. So I don't know what's left that really is worth it.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know,
Okay.
and I don't want it. And I don't want people harvesting anything on it.
Right. Right.
I don't know how y'all feel. So I took it off my driver's license.
All right, guys, it's that time.
I know, look, that's what Whoopi just said. She saw that.
Bye, Wolfie.
She saw that bell hit almost an hour. All right, y'all. It's been a good Sunday. We love you very much.
Okay. Happy Unvalentine's
Love you
Day from
guys.
yesterday, okay?
Thanks for the support. Don't forget to hit like on the way out.
Subscribe, okay, for entertainment purposes only.
Tyrus, call us. All right. We'll see you on Monday.
Tyrus, we're here. Yay.
See you Monday. Good night, guys.
Bye.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff.